Today we're gonna make us a meatloaf. Quick run over on our ingredients. Seasoning salt, whatever type of seasoning you'd like to use. I'm using the seasoning salt so we can get that salt flavor out. Worcestershire sauce. We have some crackers here. A little Cajun style mirepoix blend, but it's for the bell peppers, onions, and it also has celery in it. We have our ground beef, cheese. 1 second, baby. Some cheese. We have barbecue sauce. We have some onions, Lipton's recipe secret onions, and 2 eggs. So I'm going to saute up my vegetables with a little minced garlic. I don't have my garlic in the scene, but we're also going to have a little minced garlic sauteing up because I like my vegetables soft. You could also use fresh. I'll use the frozen just so we can get through it fast. All right, so we added our sauteed up bell peppers, onions, and celery with garlic in there. Next, we're going to add a couple of tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. So I do about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Next, we're going to add our seasoning salt. And when you use your seasoning salt, make sure you season it to your likings or your heart's content. Being that if you have a cholesterol problem or issues, you might need to watch your type of seasoning and the amount of. I think that's a good amount. If you're not certain about seasonings and how much you should add, I'm going to say I added probably about 2 tablespoons of Lowry's seasoning salt. Alright, just added the 2 eggs in. We're going to add in our Lipton's secret recipe. Probably about another 2 tablespoons, maybe a tablespoon and a half of that. And lastly, I'm going to add about, let's say about 6 crackers to start with, and we'll see how it looks in there. When we add in our crackers, we're going to crumble them up as best we can in our hands. You can actually put them in a Ziploc bag and bang them against your counter if you want to. The crackers are being used as a binding agent here. So we want everything to stick together. We don't want any chunks of crackers. So we got this little hand over here eating up the crackers. Don't eat all the crackers, okay, baby? Okay. So that was 3. And we have an additional 3. I'll crush these up in here as well.
I'm happy, Daddy.
Thank you, baby. My sous chef is amazing. Crush them up. You see some pieces bigger than others. Yes, I'll help you, baby. Alright, so now I'm going to mix it up good with my hands. Just blend everything in here together as best we can. Popping those yolks, letting them get all in the meat. And I'll show you how that looks on the side. So this is how we look when we're all mixed up. All the veggies and crackers are all mixed in together. So I'm going to actually separate this into 2, and I'll show you how we're going to add our cheese next. Alright, so now we have about half of the meatloaf pan filled with our meat here, and this is where I'm going to add the cheese. So I'm going to just add cheese right in the middle here, spreading it across as evenly as we can. It's going to melt out to the sides. And what we have is about a cup of cheese, roughly. We'll just get all that cheese in there. And after we add the cheese, we're just going to throw some more meat on top. Alright, and this is what we have once we add our cheese to the middle and the rest of the meat on top. Can't really see that in there. And I'm going to add some barbecue sauce to the top. This is where my recipe will differ from most recipes that you've seen. This is something that I got from my mother. Shout out to Mom. Always hooking it up. But we're just going to put about a cup, roughly a cup of barbecue sauce right on the top there. And we're going to let that actually bake into the meat. gonna provide a good smoky flavor, good smoky sauce to it. I'm gonna rub that in a little bit, throw it in the oven at 350. A couple of things I did forget to mention. This meat was about 3 pounds of beef. It was short a little bit because I made a couple of quarter-pound burgers the other day. So I want to say it was about 2 pounds and a quarter of beef. So you'll know how much beef to use. Also, we have the oven set at 350, and we're gonna cook it for about an hour and maybe an hour and 10 minutes at 350. My baby girl sounds like she needs some help, so let me get to